TR113, which is...
Hey, how you doing? This is Tom. I'm down in my radio room and doing some testing. I was attempting to test the shortwave band on my new Retekess TR113 radio. And I was using my trying to use my Megaloop antenna. And I wasn't getting anything, nothing. So I thought, let's verify the Megaloop is still working. So I hooked it up, which it is hooked up right now, to my RSP DX SDR radio. And you can see there's a number of signals coming through. It's 4 o'clock in the morning. There's a lot of noise. Noise level is pretty high. Matter of fact, if I go to here, you can see the A index, which is usually an indication of noise, is 15. We want it to be 5 or less, so noise level is high. So I thought, okay, so why isn't my Retekess receiving some of these strong signals like the one I'm on right now? That's out of Northeast Monsanto. No, I can't even pronounce it. Oh my gosh. Okay, Monticello in the Northeast United States, coming through really strong. So I thought, okay, what's wrong with my setup on my Retekess? Well, what I have attempted to do, and I've mentioned this before, is you really need to use, for shortwave, especially with high noise conditions, you need to use an external antenna, at least a 20-foot wire antenna outside. So I was trying to use my Megaloop. Well, the problem is the connector on the radio to hook an external antenna for shortwave is a 3.5 millimeter connector, but it's in a recessed cavity. And my normal adapters from PL239 to 3.5 are too big around to go in that recessed cavity. So I can't use those. So what I tried to use is I did have a short, long wire antenna that came with a different radio that had the needed plug. So I plugged that in and then I jumped it over to my Megaloop antenna coax, which that was a single stranded wire, so I had no ground. That's the problem. The Megaloop and probably most antennas that come in via coax need the ground. So that's the problem. So what I'm going to have to do is I can no longer make antenna connectors. I just don't have the dexterity anymore. So I went on Amazon and looked for adapters from, let me turn this off. I just did another scan and I got nothing. The adapters on Amazon all seem to have a large outer shell on the 3.5 end, which means it's not going to fit in that recessed hole. It's hard to tell. They don't give you any dimensions. You're just looking at a picture. So I guess I'm just going to have to pick one that looks like it might fit and try it. They're about $10, which is, to me, kind of extremely high, but if they work, it's worth it. So I'm going to have to do that. I have to figure out which one to get. If you have any suggestions of which one to get, I'd appreciate it. So anyway, that's the problem. I don't have a proper connection. The the Megaloop antenna has an amplifier up by the antenna wire itself, and there's a voltage that's supplied to that. And then that same cable brings down the signal, and you need the ground. Otherwise, probably the amplifier is not getting powered. So that's the situation. I have to give up. I tried, matter of fact, I tried it earlier. I tried scanning the shortwave band using the internal antenna on the Retekess, and I got nothing, which that didn't surprise me, especially with this high noise level right now. So I'm going to put that on the back burner for right now, and till I can get the proper cabling to the external antenna input, it's worthless to try testing that. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Bye-bye.